You know, dehumanization is a policy. You use dehumanization and otherization to implement policy. That's what you do. You make people seem less human, less equal, less safe, more fearful, more, the fear mongering. That is what allows you to implement policy. So there's a rhetoric that's being created to be able to implement dangerous policies. Look, you look at ICE. I think about the way ICE is rounding up people. And
Yeah.
I always say it's not about legalities. It's not about legalities alone, whether you're illegal or legal. What we should be concerned with as Americans is how are we implementing these policies? How inhumane are they? What does that say about our character as a nation? I think back to this one story where there was this mother who was taking her two young kids to school, 80 years old and 6-year old, I believe. And she was so nervous that she was driving under the speed limit. And they stopped her and they handcuffed her and they said, "You're going under the speed limit," right? And then they figured out that she had some immigration issues. So I just want you to think about what those two boys saw. Their moms taking them to school, not speeding. They're about to go, they have backpacks on, and their mom gets handcuffed in front of them in the morning.
That is a very poignant term that I think summarizes quite a bit unintentionally, because there are so many things that I'm going to use them as an example because I criticize them a lot. And I will say the left does it as well, but let's talk about the one who won the presidential election. MAGA uses quite a bit the dehumanization, characterization, and doing a lot of their policies, dehumanizing immigrants, dehumanizing Democrats in general, dehumanizing other foreign entities, in this case, when it comes to the Israel war, Palestinians, dehumanizing people who do, or LGBTQ trans people. There are so many times where they make them seem less than human. All the people who listen to me, don't listen to them. They're not us. They're not humans. They're not real Americans. So it is problematic and it is unfortunate, as you kind of stated. And I do think that is a very important thing to always note. What are they trying to tell you? And what are they trying to do with the dehumanization efforts?